What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Ansel Armstrong back again here with another Market Monday, and we have some huge news to talk about here in MLB The Show 20. A lot going down today. The first of which, let's hop right in. Your 10th inning boss for this upcoming program coming out on Friday has been announced. Let's take a look. So boom, there you have it. Ken Griffey Jr. It's Griffey week. He will be the boss for the 10th inning program, and he's going to be the only boss. He's going to be your only option, just Ken Griffey Jr., no other bosses. Now, I've seen some people saying, and I think they make some good points, that if you watch that video again, they do show 3 Ken Griffey Jr.'s taking 3 different swings and 3 different jerseys. So we could be getting a prime 6 series and awards Ken Griffey Jr. as the 3 bosses. You can choose one of the 3. Probably some slightly differences in terms of their splits, their speed, fielding, things of that sort. And you can kind of choose the one that fits your play style the best. I think that would actually be pretty neat. It would be a pretty cool way to do it. Of course, we know this is going to be a one-of-a-kind program. They've already mentioned that much. So it would fit into that mold of being something totally different, something totally new. I think it could be actually really awesome to see. I kind of hope they go that route, especially with them all being prestigiable as well. That was probably one of my biggest fears with Griffey this year, is that we got him and he wasn't prestigiable. So I'm so glad that he's going to be an inning boss. He's going to be prestigiable. He's no doubt going to want to be one of the top 3 outfielders in the game. I am super excited to get to use him. But let's talk a little bit more about the upcoming content schedule, and especially how this 10th inning program can affect the prices, can affect the market along with the World Series program. And then we'll take a look at the 10th inning voucher as well. So looking at the content schedule here, of course, we have the 10th inning program coming on Friday, along with a ton of other content. Now, talking about the 10th inning program, of course, we just talked about it's going to be Griffey. He's going to be your inning boss. But the other big thing to remember, of course, is that we are going to be getting that conquest map to go along with that 10th inning program. And conquest maps always have a huge impact on the market with the free packs that we get, whether it's prospects, home run derby, whatever we're going to be getting from that 10th inning conquest map. Look for it to completely wreck the market for those cards. If it's specific headliner packs as well, could be getting some of those. So keep your eye out on that. We've talked about that a lot before. And of course, I'll be streaming live the day of the program, live on twitch.tv/Ansel Armstrong, link down in the description below. So if you're wanting to keep up with what the conquest map looks like live, what kind of packs we're getting there, keep up with my progress of going through the program 0 to 300 stars, definitely be sure to hit up that link down in the description below. But any program is always one of the absolute best ways to make a ton of subs in this game. Let's go on over here to Diamond Dynasty here. Let's go to our collections. Let's take a look at what the 10th inning voucher is running for right now. So we go to our collections. We go 9th inning, we go 10th inning voucher. I already have Jimmy Fox and Kenley Jansen here. If we take a look at Jimmy, he's selling for $227K. That's around where he's been for the last couple weeks, along with Kenley Jansen, $232. A little bit up from where he's been. He had gone down to right under 200K, it looks like, actually, on the sell now. Now he's up to 230. I imagine with the bias being Griffey, probably some guys wanting to go through and get this voucher. So if you have one of these bosses to sell and you're looking to sell, I'd be doing that pretty soon as people want that voucher for Griffey. And then, of course, Honus Wagner, 237K. Again, pretty much in line with where he has been. So you're looking at around 230K for each of these cards. So that's 690,000 stubs to put in to get up the voucher. So obviously from a stub standpoint, not worth it at all. But personally for me, I want all 3 of these cards. I want to be able to get Griffey as quick as possible. I'm going to be going through and buying the voucher. I need to go through and put it in an order to pick up this Honus. Make sure I do that, as the price, these bosses are probably going to keep on increasing throughout the week, especially with Griffey being the main reward there. So if you're looking to do that, I'd be picking it up as soon as possible. Now, one thing to note with the 10th inning program, we did only have 11 inning programs last year, with that 11th, of course, being the major recap program. So this could be the last inning program. This could be the final chance especially if it's only one Ken Griffey Jr. card at the end. I think this will be the final program because you can't really have a voucher when there's only one card to collect. You could, but it would be kind of weird. So I'm thinking this 10th inning program may be the final inning program. I could even see it to where we don't even have an 11th, and after 300 stars in the 10th, you start earning those other rewards from the previous inning programs, and it goes something like 5,000 stars long, and they just keep adding more conquest maps and collections and whatnot to there to help you get all those packs, inning boss cards, and things of that sort there to help you kind of go through and double dip. I don't necessarily think that's what they're going to be doing, but we do know that the content of MLB 20 is slowly coming to an end. SDS tweeted out today that they are working on MLB The Show 21. They don't have any announcements for it yet. Doesn't look like we'll be getting announcements for that until 2021, even though usually in the past, for the past 3 years, we've had a cover announcement by this time or around this time. It looks like that's going to be a little bit delayed this year, and MLB 21 content is going to be pretty much wrapping up. I think after the World Series program, we're going to have TA4, and that's essentially going to be it for the year. But speaking of the World Series program, that's coming out Friday as well. Let's take a look at some of those World Series, those postseason cards, and look at how that's probably going to impact the market. And when you're going through here and you're looking at these postseason cards, one thing to know is that, of course, with that part one of the postseason, you got your 2 wildcard packs and your division series pack for free. So if you had picked up the other 4 or 8 options in those packs, then you don't need to go through and buy any additional ones to get all of the postseason cards, which here I have all the postseason cards. And so what I went through and did when those dropped, you can see here Tyler Duffy, he was part of that wild card pack. His price absolutely plummeted whenever they dropped. It's up to about 8,200 now. That's around where he's been. He's getting up a little bit. I was buying these for around that 5,300, 5,800 price point. That's a solid price point that I've come in through. Same with guys like Woodruff, Kinsler, a Rose Arena I was picking up. He's down to 7,900 even. These are still good buys around that 5,600 mark. That's a good price point to pick up these cards. They can't really drop any more than what they're at. And what I envision is going to happen is, of course, Friday we have the part 2 drop. You're going to need to do this collect 40 collection. In that part 2, we'll have the championship series packs available that you'll get and be able to choose through there, along with some World Series cards, probably our championship series MVPs as well. But you're not going to get these Tyler Duffys or the Kinslers or the Woodruffs again, or a guy like Emilio Pagan, things of that sort. I don't think you're going to double dip and get those guys, have an option to take those around again. So if all of a sudden they're needed for a massive collection, you could see them going from even Pagan's still up to 13K. He got down to 8K, but you could see these cars going from 5 to 10K all of a sudden up to 15, 20K a piece if they're needed. And you got to have all of them to collect the World Series MVP. And if the World Series MVP is someone crazy, could be Walker Buehler, Kershaw, Mookie Betts, Bellinger, probably all in the running. Even Justin Turner on the Dodger side. On the Rays side, you really have a Rose Arena. Could also potentially be, someone like Kevin Kiermaier. Blake Snell could have another good start as well. So a lot of really good card options available for that World Series program. One thing I would say, if you don't have all these cards and you're needing to pick up some of the championship series cards, definitely don't do so before Friday, because I envision very much that you're going to be able to get another championship series pack from the part 2 of that program and be able to pick them all up and have enough to complete it for free. If you've gone through, done the part 1, done all the moments, kept all those cards, you should be plenty fine without having to buy any more. But personally for me, on again these cards that have tanked down, I'm picking up at 5 to 5,500 a piece. I'm gonna hold, probably sell Wednesday, Thursday if they start to trickle up. Otherwise, I'm just gonna hold till Friday. Absolute worst case scenario, they make really good Team Affinity 4 cards. And even more so than that, I can go ahead and sell them right now. If I look at a guy like a Rose Arena, again, 7,900 if I go through and sell them at 78.99. I picked them up for around 5,500 a piece. I'm making 1,500 subs as it is. So really tough for me to lose. If you're looking to flip, these are really good flips as well. Overall, these are moving really quickly, and I think are still a decent investment for this week if they're needed for that major collection. Now, of course, that's not all that we have coming on Friday. We have the final roster update coming as well. So If you're looking to get in some of those last investment pieces for a roster update, silvers to golds, golds to diamond, or wanting to put in some of those really cheap orders on gold to diamond, have them go diamond, have those go through, definitely the time to do that is now. The market is still pretty low. And that roster update's coming on Friday. It's gonna be the final roster update of the year. After that, we won't have any more attribute changes for MLB The Show 20. And then of course, the final thing we have there, the little general event is coming. Players 6 foot and under 170 pounds. Can be an either or thing. So quite a few cards that you can go through in Prestige, especially some of those face of the franchise guys. A lot of guys under 6 foot. So a lot of options for Prestige ability there on that front. So should be a pretty solid event. Be able to go through, get some 10th inning program progress through that event. There'll probably be a player program as well tied to the 10th inning. We haven't really talked about that yet. They haven't mentioned anything. And I can also see the henchman pack for this inning with only one boss. The henchman pack probably going to be really juiced. I'm still looking forward to that Adley Wander future star card type of thing. So I could go into the one of a kind type of theme with Griffey being the #1 overall pick. You have #1 overall pick in Adley, #1 prospect in Wander. I could see them tying it in there in some form or fashion there. I think that could be a really cool way to do it. But overall, gonna be a huge Friday for content in MLB The Show 20. One of the biggest days that we've had in content in a long time, and definitely the biggest content day that we're gonna have for the rest of this game's life cycle. Again, it's getting to November. Things start to slow down around that point. And it looks like they're looking to go out with a massive bang with this 10th inning program. GA4 probably right around the corner after that as well. So that does do it for today's Market Monday. A ton going on. Isn't that right? A ton going on. We got Griffey coming on the 30th this Friday, along with the World Series program part 2. Both those going to have major impacts on the market. Going to give us some great content to work with, some great content to play with. Again, we'll be streaming all that new content live on Twitch. Link down in the description below. The content coming Friday is going to be awesome. I can't wait for it. Let me know down in the comment section below, what do you think we're getting from that World Series program part 2? And what do you think about Griffey being the only boss in the 10th inning program? Definitely let me know down in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, definitely be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Would love to inch closer to that 10K goal that we have before MLB 21. We got a lot of content on the horizon. Our work's starting to slow down a little bit as we reach into the winter break, so we're going to pump up content into next year as we head into MLB 21. So definitely be sure to subscribe so you never miss any videos with what we got going on. Stay on top of all the MLB The Show moves, the market, and MLB 21 when that starts coming around, all the news and highlights and action we got going on there. Until next time, though, from me and Georgia, I'll catch y'all around.